And at the same time, of course, the min-min of PeW has a very different approach from the min-min than we saw over on the Rainbow side. And I think the power-up definitely has showed for PeW, traveling quite a lot to different sides. I think visiting Japan as well this year. Getting some great results under his belt. So let's see how it will be figuring out as the second seed of this tournament. We're going to be getting it started, and I think it was on PS2 where we will be striking the first game on. There we go.
Both of these players don't want to be off stage. Unfortunately, PeW doesn't have a lot of choice in the matter right now. Almost gets the reversal with that nair, but as you said, both these players, once they get the hit, it just keeps going.
Absolutely, they keep it interesting. They're keeping it well, and there we go. Falco getting the first couple of touches, which means damage is on the board and an opportunity to kill Mayo Rice in the near future whenever he gets the backer off. And a little bit of a questionable DI makes it so that he gets the first stock in less than 30 seconds.
Yep. An absolute masterclass. Just covering down tilt out of the corner, covering rolls out of the corner. elitetweet. I mean, when he has Min in the corner, he can slow the pace down.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what we saw right there.
In those kind of scenarios, like you said, Falco may have the upper hand, but we may already also looked at the possibility where PeW could make it happen. And these are kind of the combos that I was talking about, Ramses, where it could be curtains in such a fast motion.
Yeah, in no time, Falco just pushes you into the worst spot possible. A little bit of a surprising upbeat there. PeW not ready, gets the down air reverse actually, and another one of those surprising upbeats. You can see elitetweet already extremely willing to just mix up his recovery in any which way he deems necessary and avoids the 2-frame. Gets tagged by the dragon, but not out of it yet. The nair will close it out, and PeW getting some sense of stability here on the second stock.
Yes, I do agree. Saved the jump all the way to the ends, but PeW was not flint by it, and now continuing on to put up his own advantage stage, putting a great control over the center stage where not a possibility for elitetweet to get the recovery off. Almost saw like a 0 to death, close to.
It was not pretty. It was not pretty for the local Dutch player, PeW. I mean, we talked about this, right? Loses that first stock in no time due to that offstage pressure, and then PeW gets the second stock in no time due to the offstage pressure. And now elitetweet on the ropes.
And barely missing the arms, but still a tough position if he's not going to be getting the kill in a bit. Because still looking it up or still mixing up the approaches.
That should be it. Oh, it's not. He did not go for the back air. elitetweet playing it slow. Not sure if that's what you want to be doing right here.
No, because like you said, in these kind of positions, could have been tough for elitetweet to get the kill. Eventually gets to confirm off the side B. But with some percentage already built up, Ramses, this is looking tough.
That's it. Yep. The charge, the slight charge on the smash, push that through to be a kill right there. And when this match started, the first thing I wanted to say was, okay, I guess my prediction's out of the window. But PeW, thank you, PeW. Still keeping me in the game. Yep, got it back on track in a big way with just the offstage pressure, man. The offstage pressure. Those early upbeats from elitetweet, I think they were great. But I also think they were maybe a little bit unnecessary. And in that sense, he might have showed his cards a little bit early.
I wanted to say it began as like a fun mix-up, and then from there it became something that PeW was expecting
ready
for.
Yeah, exactly, and that's where it loses effectiveness.
Absolutely. So rubbishing is off. Of course, we're still in the best of 5 category for the entire tournament, which was awesome to see. So with those learnings, let's see how it will be going for this second crucial game on Battlefield.
Battlefield, understandable. Very, very good Falco stage. PeW just holding that center. Look at that.
Yeah. No wiggle room for Falco.
Get tagged again.
To get any approaches going.
But elitetweet held his jump the entire time. Very, very good patience by elitetweet. Takes a bit of damage for it, but does live that situation now using the wall jump.
But is it enough, Ramses, to get the recovery back? I don't think so.
Talk about kills in 30 seconds, Rabbit. Talk about kills in 30 seconds.
These guys are showing off about their quality of play if they eventually get a great opening. But, well, of course, elitetweet can already show off something about himself. Goes for the extension with the shine. Barely gets it, but still there's some damage on the board again.
on the board, indeed, but getting tagged over and over again. No jump here, no jump, and PeW misspacing the forward smash right there.
And I think this is definitely a great statement that you told as well. The consistency of the setups that PeW just throws out.
Yeah, and look at him. He's going for the dragon nairs there because after the throw, the dragon gets empowered for a second, right? And so the empowered nairs are that much more potent. Misses the two-frame, goes into Megawatt. Extremely threatening right here for elitetweet. Let's see how he makes it back. Does make it back to the center, but gets tagged immediately, right? You're at 120. Any hit is going to put you back off stage, and you cannot live every single time, and that's the Megawatt Nair.
And that's going to be the tax that you might be paying, because now with a 2-stock leader on the side of PeW, it is looking tough. And tries to get the spike on the side B, but eventually gets the other setup to get that first stock. But is it enough? Is it fast enough?
Well, we've seen him kill PeW in 30 seconds before. Let's see if he does it again. Gets a nice start here. Chases all the way, but the Nair. This is it.
Yeah, that's done.
That's.
Yeah, that's so done. Okay, it was a moment where he could have tagged and still lived on, and we would have seen maybe a different outcome of that game. But fortunately, for PeW's side at least,
PeW
going to survive.
You know, PeW is comfortable when he throws in a down air.
Absolutely. That was a power move.
if I'm in tournament, I'm so tense. I'm just like observing. I'm like, is there any possible chance that this saves him? And if the answer is yes, I'm just like, you know what? He's dead. I got it. But he throws in a down air anyway. Okay, that to me is a sign of confidence. I think PeW is looking very strong here. I understand the play that elitetweet went for. I think elitetweet's biggest issue here is that he's trying to be like coverage heavy with his offstage play.
Yeah.
And I think being coverage heavy just makes it really easy to navigate around you.
Absolutely.
You have to commit. You have to commit to the drift. And yeah, you can commit like more defensively, but in a situation where PeW has been like more safe and slow with his recovery every single time, I don't think you want to be. I think you want to go out there and cover the defensive drift.
Absolutely, yeah. Great coverage or great analyzation of the game state. Let's see how elitetweet will.
That's what I mean. Yeah. That's what I mean. Went all the way out there. Maybe with the down B, that's fine. Just needed a single tick, and that was commitment. If he was wrong there, could have gotten reversal. But you know what? He was not wrong. He had the read. He committed to it. And look at that. Big lead for elitetweet. Yeah,
we got the Falco eye on the target, where we might see a different game state now with the lead coming over here from elitetweet. But I think it's always scary with an opponent like PeW not being too flinched about it, making sure to still have his approaches ready to go. Where, of course, elitetweet now still wants to leap on the damage wherever he may be, but PeW is not falling for it.
Ooh, misspaced the forward smash again. And I was talking about how good PeW's execution is, but I think that's the second time already that he's missed the spacing on the forward smash. Picks it up with a nice little juggle right there, and we're back to even. What looked like an amazing lead is all but vanished.
Absolutely. Depleted and gone, but not if it's word from elitetweet, because, really fast on the defensive play again. And these are the adaptations what we would have liked to see, but PeW also has something to say for it. Okay.
Yep, small hit out of the corner. Yep, wrecking up. elitetweet. Got a nice combo, could not convert it. Now in this situation where he's just getting tossed around by Min. Let's see how he makes the neutral win happen. If he manages to do so at all.
Right? Okay, saved it.
But the air dodge, this time PeW was ready. elitetweet snuck that one by PeW so many times.
Yes, powerful plays coming here from PeW, showing how dominant he can be over the character and knows the setups to eventually take the stocks in a matter of a couple of interactions. Because the way that he's been extending these combos, Ramses, is looking tough. It's looking dire.
Been tough and dire indeed. PeW, again, not getting the spacing there, but pings elitetweet. And we talked about this, right? elitetweet wants to slow the game down. If you wait on the ledge for too long, Pew's just gonna hit you off of there.
Oh, save the jump.
Yep.
And still got the tether recovery. And perhaps a fighting chance for elitetweet if he can make a difference now with getting the stock off of PeW. But it looks like with a hit of the Ram or with the Megawatt, it's looking like a tough position.
Yep. This is going to take a lot for elitetweet to win here. PeW has to make it back, does so, gets the untacked Nair, and does not get the ping. elitetweet still fighting, still getting a KO. And hey, We've seen him make this happen. Not
today.
Not today. Dash back megawatt. There was something brewing. And PeW just said, you know what? Let's put a lid on that.
He's just close it off.
Exactly.
No glimpses of hope for this side of the bracket, which means PeW is going to be advancing over on the winner's side.
Yep.
And
I feel like elitetweet from the get-go was really focused on kind of like covering the reversals, right? Just saying, okay, don't roll in. Right, like getting that hit on the down tilt. Just covering reversals time and time again. And PeW just kind of moved away from doing that. And elitetweet stopped succeeding. I think it was a very similar thing off stage where elitetweet was covering kind of the same type of recoveries and eventually did call out the wide recovery once at the down B, which I think was nice. But overall kind of stuck to the same type of coverage, the same type of focus in terms of where he was spacing his moves. And PeW making some critical adjustments.
Oh, look at this again.
Yeah.
Going for the down air.
Just cheeky.
And not enough drift to get back. But no, I fully agree. And I think the state of the game, you predicted it well in beforehand that we got a 3-0 on the side of PeW.
I'm not going to lie. I only said it because it's fun. But I mean, looking at how this set specifically went, after game 1, I don't think it could have gone any other way.
No, yeah. It looked pretty tough there from elitetweet. Still a good fighting chance, but at the end, PeW was a little bit of a too big of a how do you call it? Hill to climb.
Yep.
Where, of course, elitetweet still has a second fighting chance over on the loser side, which we can still see him making top 8. But for now, we're going to be continuing on to our next set, which is